The focus of this video is cases involving fractions under change of subject formula. Let's proceed. Number one, if the volume of a cone is given by the formula V is equals to, the volume is given by 1 over 3 I r squared h. Express h in terms of v, r, and pi. What it means is that make h the subject formula. Whenever you see a sentence in this form, express h in terms of v, r, and pi. The letter you are going to express in terms of other letters is going to be the one that will be the subject of the formula. So it means express h means make h the subject formula. So how do we do that? This is a fraction because everything here is related to theory by division. So what we do is that since h is what we're going to make subject formula and is related to pi r squared by multiplication and to theory by division, we're going to first of all remove this obstacle, which is theory. And since theory is related to this part by division, the opposite of division is multiplication. So this means we're going to multiply both sides by 3. So this 3 times v is equals to 1 over 3 times pi r squared h times 3. So 3 here 1, 3 here 1. So here will be 3v is equals to pi r squared h. So the next we're going to do is eliminate pi r squared from this side of the equation. The relationship between this part and h is multiplication. So to eliminate pi r squared, we need to divide both sides by pi r squared. So divide both sides by pi r squared. So 3v over pi r squared is equals to pi r squared is over pi r squared. So this will eliminate this. So we will be left with 3v h being equal to 3v over pi r squared. So with this, we've made h the subject of the formula. Let's proceed to number 2. So number 2, it says make C the subject of the formula in the temperature conversion formula. This is the formula. F is Fahrenheit equals to 9C over 5 plus 32. Where C is Celsius and F is Fahrenheit. They are both units of measuring temperature. So we want to make C the subject formula. But then this part of the equation, 9C is related to 5 by division. So we have addition here first. So first thing, we're going to eliminate 32 from this side of the equation. So to do that, we're going to do the opposite of addition, which is subtraction. So we're going to say subtract 32 from both sides. So this will give us F minus 32 is equals to 9C over 5 plus 32 minus 32. So plus 32 minus 32 will give you 0. So this will give us F minus 32 is equals to 9C over 5. So next is we need to eliminate 5 from this part of the equation. So to do that, this is division. The opposite of division is multiplication. The only multiplication that can undo this bond. So we are going to multiply both sides by 5. So it's going to multiply both sides by 5. So 5 times, I'm going to use open bracket, F minus 32 is equals to 9C over 5 times 5. You can also use brackets here, but okay, 5 here 1, 5 here 1. So 5F minus 32 is equals to 9C. Remember, we are making C the subject formula, so we don't want 9. So to eliminate 9, we need to, this is multiplication. The relationship, what bonded 9 to C together is multiplication. So to undo the bond, to disconnect, to remove or separate 9 from C, we need to divide both sides by 9. Since this is multiplication, we're going to divide both sides by 9. So 5f minus 32 over 9 is equals to 9c over 9. 9 here 1, 9 here 1. So c is equals to 5f minus 32 over 9. So that's the value. This c is being made the subject of the formula. Number 3, make y the subject formula in y 4x equals to 3. So we have to make y the subject formula, meaning that y should stand on its own. Y 4x should be joined to 3. But how do we do that? Since y is related to 4x by division, so eliminate 4x from here, we need to multiply both sides by 4. So say multiply both sides by 4x. So y is equals to 4x times 4x is equal to 3 times 4x. So this will eliminate this. So 3 times 4x is 12x. So y is equals to 12x. That's this. This way, y has been made the subject of the formula. Solution number 1, say make h the subject of the formula. So a is equal to h over 3 L plus 2. So we want to make h stand alone. For us to do that, we need to eliminate 3 from here, because this h over 3 will multiply everything in this bracket. This will give us, so 3 would be the common denominator. So for first thing first, so to undo division is multiplication. So multiply both sides by 3. So this is 3 times a. 3 times a is equals to h over 3 L plus 3 times 3. 3 and 1, 3 and 1. So 3a equals to h L plus 3. So next is, we don't want this part still joined to h, since we want h to stand alone. So to be able to do that, we're going to divide both sides by L plus 3, since this is multiplication. So divide both sides by L plus 3. So 3a L plus 3 is equals to h L plus 3 over L plus 3. So this will cancel 1, 1, and h is equals to 3a over L plus 3. This will need h the subject formula. Number 2, make f the subject of the formula. 1 over f plus 1 over u equals to 1 over v. Now, since the letter we're going to make, or the letter we were asked to make subject formula is f, and it's on this side of the equation, and this part is also related to 1 over f by addition. First thing is to eliminate this part, and to do that, this is addition. So the opposite of addition is subtraction. So we're going to say subtract 1 over u from both sides. So 1 over f plus 1 over u minus 1 over u is equals to 1 over v minus 1 over u. Now, 1 over u plus 1 over u minus 1 over u will give you 0. So 1 over f is equals to 1 over v minus 1 over u. Now, for us to proceed, let's simplify this part. So we're going to look for the LCM, this subtraction and fraction. We're going to look for the LCM of v and u, which is 1 over f. So equals to u v uv divided by v is u minus uv divided by u is v. So 1 over f. 1 over f is equals to u minus v over uv. So the next thing is we could just, since this is inverse or reciprocal, we could just change the sign. That's 1 over f is equals to f over 1, which is also automatically change this part of the fraction, uv equals to u minus v. But I don't do it that way. I'm going to cross multiply. So cross multiplying, that means this one is going to multiply this numerator will multiply the denominator, this denominator will multiply this numerator. So cross multiplying f will give us u minus v equals to uv times 1, which is equal to uv. So I'm not going to expand. Expand means to open the bracket by using f to multiply whatever we have in the bracket. I'm not going to do that because I want to make f stand alone. So if I do that, it's like I'm not intending to make f stand alone, but that's not my goal. My goal is to make f stand alone. So in order to make f stand alone or be the subject of the formula, I'm going to eliminate this bracket. So this part, what these letters inside the bracket, they are related to f by multiplication. So the opposite of multiplication is division. I'm going to divide both sides by u minus v. So f u minus v over u minus v is equals to u v over u minus v. So this will cancel. So f is equals to u v over u minus v. So f is now the subject of the formula. Number 3. Make y the subject formula in x equals to 2y minus 5 over 3. Our intention is to make y stand alone as x is standing alone. So first thing is to eliminate 3 because 3 is an obstacle to that to achieving that intention. So first thing, since 3 is related to 2y minus 5 by division, we're going to multiply both sides by 3. So when you multiply both sides by 3 times x will give you 3x. So it's equals to 2y minus 5 over 3 times 3 and 1, 3 and 1. So 3x equals to 2y minus 5. The next obstacle we're going to take out of the way is minus 5. To do that, you say add 5 to both sides. Add 5 to both sides. So 3x equals to 3x plus 5 equals to 2y minus 5 plus 5. So minus 5 plus 5 is 0. So we say 3x plus 5 equals to 2y. So the last obstacle that you need to take out of the way is 2. And 2 is joined to y or is connected to y by multiplication. The opposite of multiplication is division. So you say divide both sides by 2. So 3x plus 5 over 2 is equals to 2y over 2. 2 here 1, 3 here 1. So y is equals to 3x plus 5. 3x plus 5 over 2. So y is now subject formula standing on its own. Number 4. Make r the subject of the formula r minus r over r plus r is equals to a beta a. So what we're going to do is as we want to make this r in lowercase the subject formula, and we also have it here. So first thing, let's eliminate this part, and we can do that because we can do that by multiplication or multiplying both sides by the whole of this, so that we can go to the next process. So to multiply both sides by r plus r. So this will give us r minus r or let's say r plus r times r minus r over, let's do this way, r minus r over r plus r equals to a r plus r. This will eliminate this part. So r minus r is equals to, since we tend to make our subject formula and it's enclosed in bracket, if we leave it like this, we will not be able to achieve our goal. So in order for us to achieve our goal, we're going to expand by multiplying everything inside the bracket by e, and then we proceed with our next step. Proceed to our next step. So a times r will give us a r plus a r. So now you can see that we have r here and we have r here. So we're going to collect like terms. So just because what we want to be later, we want to make sure the formula is also here. So we want to bring the later together. So collect like terms. This will give us r. So this ar will move to this side. Here is positive. When it crosses this side, to turn negative, minus ar is equals to ar. This one crosses over to become positive. So r minus ar. We are going to factor out r. So we need to factorize or factor out r because we want to make it the subject formula. So r minus r is equals to r e plus 1. So next is we want to eliminate this part because we want r to stand on its own. So we say divide both sides by e plus 1. So r minus r over e plus 1 is equals to r e plus 1 over e plus 1. So this will eliminate 1, 1. Therefore, r is equals to r minus er over e plus 1. So answer. So number 1 says if x is equals to 1 over 4 square root y over a. Express y in terms of a and x. That's a. So express y in terms of a and x means make y the subject formula or the subject of the formula. So for us to do that, we need to first of all clear off this obstacle. This is 1 over 4. And to clear off this obstacle, this is division. So we're going to multiply both sides by multiply both sides number 1 e. Multiply both sides by 4. So 4 times x is equals to 1 over 4 times 4, or 1 over 4 square root y over a, square root y over a times 4. So this 4 cancel this 4. So you have 4x is equals to square root y over a. Now we want to make y subject formula, but we have another obstacle which is a square root here, a square root sign. So for us to eliminate square root, we are going to square both sides. So you say square both sides. Square both sides. So when we square both sides, we're going to have 4x squared equals to square root of y over e squared. Now this is equals to 4 squared is equals to 16. X squared is equals to x plus power 2. Now in this, anytime you come across a problem like this, these two will cancel this square root sign. So you're going to have y over e left, y over e. The reason behind this is because from indices, let me draw a box here. If I have square root y over e, this from indices you can write it as y over e 1 over 2. That's from indices, which This 2, if I'm going to write it in this form, it will, this form will be, since it's fractional index, it's going to be 1 over y over a. So if I write it in this form again, transfer to this form, I'm going to have y over a 1 over 2. Now if I square both sides, it implies that I square here, that means I'm going to square here also. So this will give me y over a 1 over 2 raised to the power 2. Now this 2, 1 times 2 will give me 2, so it will give me y over a 2 over 2. And of course, you know that 2 over 2 is 1, 2 divided by 2 is 1 over 1 is 1. So y over a raised to the power 1. From in this is also, anything raised to the power 1 is that number, so we have y over a, so that's the proof. So now we have a as an obstacle. So to get rid of a, this is division, so we say multiply both sides by a. So a 16x squared is equals to y over a. So a1. So 16 x squared is equals to y. Y is equals to 16 x squared. That's the value. So B says find y when a is 3 and x is 1 over 2. Y is equals to 16 x squared. Now this is now a case of substitution. So y is equals to 16. We're told that a is equal to 3, so put 3 in place of that times, and then x is 1 over 2 squared. So y is equals to 16 times 3 is 48 times 1 over 2 raised to the power 2 is equals to 1 over 2 times 1 over 2. So any number raised to 2 or raised to the power 2 means should multiply itself 2 times. So if it's a raised to the power 3, it means a should multiply itself 3 times a. So now it's 1 over 2 raised to the power 2, so it's 1 over 2 times 1 over 2. So 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4. So here's 1 over 4. So 4 here, 1 into 48 is 12. So y is 12. Number 2e. So the total resistance R ohms of two resistances X ohms and Y ohms connected in parallel is given by the formula 1 over R equals 1 over X plus 1 over Y. Of course, we are working with part A. So it says obtain a formula for y in terms of r and x. So a formula for y in terms of r and x means make y the subject formula. So here 1 over r is equals to 1 over x plus 1 over y. Now, as you can see, we intend to make y the subject formula, but there's something here that's joined to y, and the relationship is that of addition. So the first thing is to remove this part by subtracting 1 over x on both sides. So this is subtract 1 over x from both sides. So 1 over r minus 1 over x is equal to 1 over y. The next thing is to next thing is to simplify this part of the fraction. So rx, the denominator is rx. Rx divided by r is x. Rx divided by x is minus r. So this is equals to 1 over y. The next thing we're going to do is to cross multiply. So cross multiply. So this means this will multiply here and this will multiply here. Rx times 1 will give us ry. X minus r is equals to rx. And we want to make y the subject formula. So now y is joined to x minus r by multiplication. So to eliminate this part, we need to divide both sides. So we say divide both sides by x minus r. So y minus y x minus r over x minus r is equal to rx over x minus r. So this will eliminate 1, 1, and y is equals to rx over x minus r, x minus r. So x minus r. Okay. So by this, we've made y the subject formula. The next is b, which says find y if x is 2 over 2 over 3 and r is 2 over 1 over 4. Find, so I'm going to write the formula again, rx equals to x minus r. So I'm going to say where r is equals to 2 over 1 over 4 and x is equals to 2 over 2 over 3. So meaning I'm going to substitute this value for r in this equation, and so also x, value of x for x in this equation. So y is equals to r, which is 2 over 1 over 4 times 2 over 1 over 3 over x 2 over 2 over 3 minus 2 over 1 over 4. So I'm going to start with converting them to an improper fraction. 4 times 2 is 8, 8 plus 1, 9 over 4 times 3 times 2, 6 plus 1, 7 over 3. So this is the numerator, and then here is 7 over 3 minus 9 over 4, and this is subtracting a fraction, is multiplication a fraction, and so we proceed. 3 here 1, 3 here 3, so this will give us 3 over 4, 3 over 4 times 7 over 1 over, so let's simplify here. LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. We come here, LCM of 3 and 4 is 12, 12 into 3 is 4, 4 times 7 is 28, minus LCM of 12 into 4 is 3, 3 times 9, 27, so 28 minus 27 is 1 over 12, divided by 1 over 12. So I'm going to rewrite this to say 3 over 4 times 7 over 1 divided by 1 over 12, which is equal to 3 times 7. Since nothing can divide, I multiply through, and when multiplying is numerator, multiply numerator by numerator, multiply denominator by denominator. So 3 times 7 is 21, 4 times 1 is 4, sorry. Then division, I'm going to change the division sign to multiplication, and once I do that, I'm going to invert this part of the fraction. So 12, which is the denominator here, will become the numerator here because I've changed the division sign to multiplication, and 1, which is the numerator here, will become the denominator here. So it becomes 12 over 1. So 4 here 1, 4 here 3. 3 times 21 is equals to 63. So that's your answer. Number 3. The curved surface area A of a cone is given by pi r the square root h squared plus r squared. A. So make h the subject of the formula, so meaning that we want a to stand alone. So first thing we're going to do is to eliminate this obstacle. So to do that, since this is multiplication, this part is joined to this square root part by multiplication. The opposite of multiplication is division. So we're going to divide both sides. Divide both sides by pi r. So e over pi r is equals to pi r square root h squared plus r squared over pi r. So this will eliminate 1. So we're going to have e over pi r is equals to square root h squared plus r squared. Next, what we want to make several formulas is inside the square roots. So we want to eliminate the square roots. So to do that, we say square both sides. Square both sides. So this will give us e over pi r squared is equals to square root h squared plus r squared all squared. So 2, we cancel this. So a raised power 2 will give us a squared pi squared r squared. This will give us a squared pi squared r squared, and then this will give us square roots. Okay, so since that's these two as in the square root sign, we have a squared plus r squared. Now we need to eliminate r squared from here. To do that, we subtract r squared from both sides. So a squared over pi squared r squared minus r squared is equals to h squared. So we can say h squared is equals to a squared over pi squared r squared minus r squared. But it's h we want to stand alone, not h squared. So we want to eliminate the power. So to eliminate the power, we say take square root of both sides. Take square root of both sides. So this will give us square root of h squared equals to square root a squared pi squared r squared minus r squared. So like you know, okay, take square root of both sides. So this square root, this power will cancel this square root. So this side does not have power, so it will not cancel. So here will give us so our a is equals to h rather is equals to the square root of a squared pi squared r squared minus r squared. So this is what you're going to get when h is the subject of the formula. B, this is find the height of a cone of area 550 cm squared. So our formula, first of all, h is equals to square root a squared over pi squared r squared minus r squared, where e is equals to 550 cm squared and the base radius r is equal to 7 cm, and pi is equal to 22 over 7. So we'll put each of these values in their respective letters here. Okay, so h is equals to square root. So a here is 550, and to make it easy, just put okay, so pi is 22 over 7 times r, which is 7, and all squared, is all squared, then minus 7 squared. Yeah, and so 7 here 1, 7 here 1, so 2550 divided by 22. H is equal to square root of 25 squared minus 7 squared, which is the square root of 25 squared is 625. Let me confirm. 25, 625, and then 49. 7 squared is 49. So we can, this is equals to square root 625 minus 49, 576, and the square root of 576 24. Square root of 576 is 24, so the height is 24. Therefore, h is equal to 24 centimeters. Since the radius is in centimeters, the area is in centimeters squared, the height is in 24 centimeters. Okay, before I end the class, let me just say what I did here. So in case someone is confused, what I did was simply just put in the values and solve. Was a squared over pi squared r squared. What I did, I factored out the power. So that's a over pi r all raised to power 2. So if you solve like this, assuming you get 25 as a final answer, but you solve like this and square, you're going to get 25 as a final answer. So a squared, a raised to the power 2 is a squared, pi raised to the power 2 is pi squared, r raised to the power 2 is r squared. So you still get the same thing. So let me prove that even if we solved it like this, as soon as you get this part up to, we still get the same answer. So assuming we worked with this a squared, so let me come here and put our values. So remember we have square root sign. Let me root this part off. I'm trying to prove that the answer is correct if you go this way or this way. So a squared is 550 squared over pi squared is 22 over 7 squared. R squared is 7 squared. I'm working with just this part. Remember, you know that 7 squared is 49, which is this part. We want to get this 65. So 550 squared is 302,500. 22 squared is 484. 7 squared is 49 times 49. 49 here 1, 49 here 1. So we're left with 302,500 over 484. When you divide this by this, you're going to have 625, which is what we got here. So whether you work with this or you work with this here, you're going to get 625. So in essence, just understand that what I did was I simply factored out the power, since so the power 2 is common to both the numerator and the denominator. And then I work, because I got to this point and I didn't explain. That was why I have to come back and tell you that you can use, or this is the reason why from here I did it this way. So whether you choose to factor out the power and then work with it and get your answer, get your 65, or you use this this method this way as it is here, and then get to 65, then subtract this part 7 squared from which is 49 to get 576 and 24, then finally your answer.